guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm just going to be doing a bit of a makeup and chat with me video. I'm not going to be talking about any of the makeup that I'm applying, so let me know in the comments down below at the end of the video if you want to know any products that I'm actually using, specific products. I was planning on doing a completely different look, but we escalated to this while I was chatting. I got a bit distracted and just did whatever I felt like doing. But if you want to see how I created this look and have a little chat with me, find out what I've been doing lately, carry on watching and enjoy the video. What should we talk about? Well, I'll just let you know what I've basically been up to lately. You know, it's good to get to know people that you're watching as well, see what they're up to. That's what I like to do anyway. So it was my boyfriend's birthday the other day, like 3 days ago. And I wanted to do something special because he doesn't seem to really have, you know, it doesn't sound like he's really done much for his birthday. So I wanted to do something special because he's very like appreciative of things like that as well. So any kind of party or anything, I know he would have been so grateful for. So basically what I did was I planned a little surprise party for him. I got my dad to take him to golf actually. He's never actually been golf before, but I know that he wanted to just try, and my dad goes all the time, so they were talking about going anyway, and so my dad was like, oh, should we just go golf on the Sunday? His birthday was on the Monday, so I thought I'd do the party on the Sunday so that anybody who's back at work as well is still able to go. So yeah, we did, my dad picked him up on the Sunday, about 2 o'clock I would say, and so they went out to golf. He was none the wiser that I was arranging a whole party at home for him. So I basically arranged the party. I got all my family, well, he hasn't got too much family in Plymouth. We live in Plymouth, if you didn't know, and he doesn't have too much family down here. They're all up the line. So I decided to do a surprise party for him. So I invited basically my family, because I have quite a big family in Plymouth. So I invited my family and his mum, because his mum's in Plymouth. So it was his mum and my family basically. So I arranged that. And so I went out. The thing is as well, especially because we're in lockdown, I cannot sneak out of the house because he, you know, he'll just say, well, where are you going? And I had no excuses. So what I did was basically said that I was going to go and take my sister to town to change some of her clothes that she had bought, which was completely made up. I was going to pick up my sister anyway so she could help me. We picked up a bunch of his favourite food first. So basically we did like a buffet, but he loves pizza, so we did a lot of pizza. We did some like dough balls, we did some like breadsticks with dip, some pork pies, cocktail sausages, all of that. So we did a whole spread for him, like his favourite crisps. I got him, he loves Harry Potter, so I got him a Harry Potter cake, but he doesn't really like cake. The only cake he likes is coffee and walnut, so we also got him a coffee and walnut cake, so he could eat that one, and he had a Harry Potter one just there, because, you know, it's one that he likes. So we did that, we bought some candles. His favourite colour is green, so I did a green theme, and I already bought some black balloons, which were like worded ones. You may have seen them before, and they have like swear words on them. So I bought him some of them because I thought it would be funny, because it's exactly what he's like. So I bought him some balloons already. So when we went to get some more balloons and like decoration bits, I decided on the theme of black and green. So after we went food shopping, we went to a shop and basically ordered some balloons. So we ordered some, he was 28, so I ordered a 2 and an 8, and then I seen that they had, I don't know if you've seen them before, but like the balloons on the stands. So I got him one of them, which was like a 28 one. He had like a black 2 and 8, and then it had like different shades of greens for balloons underneath. So I did that, and then we went shopping the other day before all this, and he said that he really wanted this shirt, but he couldn't really afford it at the time because he had golf and everything else. So I basically wanted to get the shirt, so at his party, when he come in from golf, he would have been like hot and sweaty, so I got him his shirt and some shorts and put it out on the bed for him, all laid out, so that when he come to his party he had that on the bed. So that was the plan. We got the cakes, we got the food and everything. I'm just trying to think if I've missed anything. So we got the balloons. You should have seen me and my sister going through town in pouring rain, carrying these massive balloons, running to the car. We looked like right idiots, but it was fun. So we did that, and in there as well we got like a green tablecloth and some black plates and black cups as well to match the theme. So I got all that, and bear in mind, you know, I can't hide that in my house. So then I had to go to my mum's house and I hid it all in her house. So that he wouldn't see it at our house. Even his presents that I bought were at her house, because he is the worst person for trying to find his presents. So basically, if I had them in the house, he would be shaking them around, trying to figure out what was in the presents, trying to figure out the shapes and stuff. I knew he would love what I bought him, but I didn't want him to see before, because I just didn't want to ruin the surprise. So I left it all at my mum's house, and she just brought literally everything over the next day. So for the day of the party, I had all that planned. I'd also thought, because he didn't have much of his own family there, he only had his mum from his family there, and I wanted it to be about him, not really about me and my family, you know, even though he is still close to my family, so he knows them all, and he gets along with them well and everything, there's no problem with that. But I just felt like, because it's all my family, you know, I wanted it to be more about him. So he has a friend that he hasn't seen in about 4 years, and he lives up in Leeds, which is a long way from us, basically. I don't know how far it is. The thing is as well, I didn't have his number, and I didn't want to go through my boyfriend's phone, you know, like invade his privacy, to get his number. So I ended up, my boyfriend streams on Twitch, gaming, so I ended up actually going onto Twitch, because I have my own account, and I messaged his friend on there and asked him if he wanted to come up for his birthday, and his friend was so nice. I've never met him before. His friend was so nice, and he literally just said yeah. I mean, he took a while to respond, but he just said yeah, I'll be there, basically. And I heard nothing until the day. So I gave him our address, and that was it. I heard nothing else. And I was so excited, because I was like, imagine him not expecting a party at all, and then also being surprised by his friend as well. I just thought it'd be so good. And so you know, I wanted like a whole series of surprises, basically. So, you know, the party, and then the shirt, and then his friend. So it worked out honestly perfect. So he went out to golf, I set it all up, I ran around, my mum arrived literally about 20 minutes later, and we set it all up together, me, my mum and my sister, and then his mum arrived as well, and she was helping us out as well, setting it all up and everything. And then we popped on all his music as well, and then they arrived. So basically how they planned it was that because he went with my uncle as well, he was very close with, so they all went golf together, and they were saying to him, why don't we drop the car off after golf at your house, we're going to go toilet in your house, and you can and then we'll go out for some drinks at the pub. So that was like their kind of plan. They did very well at keeping that secret, which was very impressive, I thought. So yeah, so then he arrived home, and he thought, everyone was like, what should we say? We all hid in the front room, because basically our windows in the kitchen are massive. It covers basically the whole wall. So if he drove up to the drive, you would see in the windows everybody. So everyone hid in the front room. We closed the door, and then we all said surprise. But he was coming up the stairs, and he was like, Charlie, by the way, like, your dad and uncle are coming here because we're going to the pub. And he thought I was going to be like annoyed, like, oh, you're going to the pub, you know, I thought we were going to spend some time together or whatever. But no. And then he was like, what? Because he had never had like a party or anything, so he was so shocked when he arrived, and he's seen all the decorations and everything, and then he's seen us all stood there, and he was literally just like stood there like, what? What's going on? But it was really nice. It was nice that he had that kind of reaction, you know. It makes it all worth it when someone's so grateful. And he was so happy and he was excited. We were there for literally about 10 minutes and I looked outside the window and his friend had arrived. So I was even getting nervous. I had already been upstairs with him and said, like, let's go upstairs and look at your present. So I gave him his shirt and he got dressed into that, and I just said, oh, I'll give you a minute just to you know, compose yourself, because it's a big shock when you get a big surprise like that, especially when you've never had it before. You must have been like, what on earth? I don't know what to do. So I gave him a second upstairs and he come down and I seen his friend arrive and he was still upstairs, and I was like, oh no, who's going to answer the door? I wanted him to answer the door because he would never have expected it in a million years. He come downstairs just as he knocked on the door, so it was perfect timing. And I just said to him, I said, oh, I'll go and open the door. And he was like, oh, what's it going to be, a clown? Because obviously everything that had happened, he was just like so shocked already. And he opened the door. He did end up crying because he was just so overwhelmed, I think, from all the surprises and everything. And because he hasn't seen his friend in so long, it must have been so nice to see him, you know. So, and they're like best friends as well. It's really nice relationship that they've got. And I've never met his friend before, but honestly, he was the loveliest person. I've just popped my lashes off camera quickly. What was I saying? So we had a really good time. We ate, you know, everybody ate all the food and it was just all good. In the morning, we all had some breakfast. We got just like warrens, you know, like a pasty. Yeah, and we were all just chilling. He opened some of his presents while his friend was there because his friend couldn't stay too long. He was only there for maybe a few hours after we woke up. So we opened some of the presents there with him, and then my mum and dad arrived to obviously pick up their car because they had drove, they both had their cars there because obviously my dad took him golf and my mum come separate, so they both had their cars there. So my mum drove home so my dad could drink that night. So they come in the morning to grab their cars, and they just wanted to see him open his present from them because they had got him like a hand painted like picture framed up and everything of Silver Surfer, who is his favourite like Marvel character. So that was really nice and he was so happy. He said it's one of the best presents he ever received, which is so nice, because, you know, it shows how much they know him as well, and the effort that they went to actually get him like a hand painted picture and everything. So he was really happy with that. So I did him like a little treasure hunt around the house. I basically put it on post-it notes on all his presents, like clues for where his next present is. We just love doing stuff like that together anyway, like getting excited and running around the house and trying to find the presents and stuff. It was just fun. So we did that, and then his friend went and we opened the rest, just me and him together. I got him quite a few, but like his main present, because he's streaming and his gaming name is Doodle, I got him, he's wanted one for a long time, like a neon sign for his room. So I got him a neon Doodle sign for his room, which looks really cool. We put it up today, and we stayed in and we just, I bought him his takeaway. We got like a Penang, which is like a curry. The one that we usually get was not open, so we got a different one, and it was really nice actually. We got just a bunch of like little sides to share together and stuff, and he really enjoyed it, so that was nice. I just said to him, you know, we can have whatever you want for tea, so that's what he picked. So we had that, and yeah, we just chilled. We watched some TV together. We're watching like the Zac Efron series at the moment, and it's honestly one of the most interesting things I've watched because it was so like eye-opening as well. It makes you want to completely change your diet, which we're actually going to do. Yeah, so I definitely recommend it. It's on Netflix. In the day we like looked for some, because of his gaming room, he's got loads of we put up a bunch of shelves and stuff for like some figures. So we spent like a few hours online just finding a bunch of figures that he wanted for his room. Why not just treat yourself? You know, so most of it was birthday money. So I just said, why not, you know, don't save it, because you're going to end up spending it on food and just random stuff that you won't remember. So I said you should, you know, buy some figures, because he's been meaning to get some for ages, but with bills and everything, that's not your priority, is it? So I said, you know, you've got a perfect opportunity now to spend some money on yourself. So we basically spent the day yesterday just organising his room, making it look really cool. And obviously through all of this, I haven't had a chance to, you know, do much for YouTube and Instagram pictures and stuff the past few days. Obviously, well, past like week actually, because I've been organising everything and going out and getting food and presents and stuff like that. So all in all, he loved his birthday and he had a really nice day, so that's like the main thing for me. But to be honest, apart from that, I haven't really been up to much else, to be honest. I haven't seen many of my friends because of lockdown and things. And I was having a big like bad time. If you have anxiety, you'll probably notice that you're fine and then it just creeps up on you and you're like, what's going on? I'm fine now. But everything that happened before that, you know, if you've been through anything or you've had bad things happen and stuff in your life, it all just seems to creep up when you're fine. So that's brilliant. So I was just feeling really down. I struggled to leave the house maybe once or twice, but when I was out it was fine. I just need to get over it. I need to fight it because I'm very good at, because I've had this for so long now, like a good few years, I've kind of just built to learn how to deal with it now. So I really do know how to deal with any anxiety or any like kind of stress. Not always, sometimes I have an absolute meltdown and I don't know how to deal with it at all, but a lot of the time now when it's creeping up, I kind of know how to avoid it and stop it, which I am going to do a video on. I might film it today, I'm not sure, on how to just kind of deal with your anxiety a little bit. I'm not an expert, obviously. I go to counselling myself, so someone else is telling me this information, but I thought it might be nice to share information with you and maybe help some people that can't afford counselling and stuff like that. I actually really like how this looks turned out. It was getting a bit dodgy halfway with my eyes, but it's actually not too bad now. But I hope you all enjoyed this video anyway. I mean, it's kind of nice to sit down. I did a chat video with the like Soph Zoom call, and I really enjoyed just sitting down and talking because YouTube videos are so hard to film sometimes. So I wanted to, like, you know, just do something a bit different and just chat about my actual life. So you lot get to know me as well, because I love to get to know, like, the YouTubers that I watch. I also want to know a bit about you lot, so comment down below. We can have conversations in the comment section and everything. I like getting comments. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And like I said, guys, let me know if you like these videos of me just doing my makeup and chatting. If you want to know any of the products that I've used in this video, just let me know in the comments and I honestly respond within at least a day. But yeah, so, oh, I dyed my hair yesterday as well. Sorry, I'm still wanting to chat. I dyed my hair yesterday and I'm not sure how I feel about it. It's like, it's meant to be red, but it's kind of just like a dark reddy brown colour. I kind of like it, I'm not sure. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next one.